What is going on, guys? It is Ballistic, and today I'll be bringing you a statistical breakdown of which score streak is better, the Warden or the Apex. Now, obviously, some people are going to say the Apex is definitely better because it takes 450 more score to earn in-game. Not necessarily, though, and I'm here to prove you wrong. With these statistics, we're going to discover how much it will help you to earn XP quicker with each score streak, and which one will benefit your KD and your win-loss ratio more. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay guys, so before we start, I just wanted to say two things. The first being that these statistics are based off of the Warden in patrol mode and the Apex in its auto patrol mode, not you controlling it. And secondly, you're going to notice that this gameplay film I'm showing is not the gameplay that I got my statistics off of. That is because, one, both times I earned the Warden in this game, it was shot down, and that doesn't make it a proper experiment if the time frames of the Wardens being active is messed up. And secondly, I played a lot better in this gameplay, so I figured you guys would like to see some better gameplay that would maybe be more enjoyable to watch. So with all of that put to the side and enough stalling, let's get right into it. Okay guys, so now I'm just going to list off some of the measures that I took to make sure that this experiment is as precise as possible. Number one being the Warden and Apex duration, making sure that both score streaks are active in-game to the full extent of how long they can be active for in-game. Number two, Warden XP value and Apex XP value. Number three, the amount of kills earned by each score streak in the duration of their lifetime. Number four, the same game mode needs to be played so that XP values aren't affected. For example, I can't go play with the Warden in Team Deathmatch and then I can't go into Domination with the Apex. It doesn't balance out then. And number five, the same map so each score streak has an equal opportunity to do their job. Six, and lastly, what weapons are being used by each score streak. And it seems to me that both score streaks are using auto turrets and rockets. Okay guys, so now putting all of the factors aside, let's get down into what you came here for. So I based each score streak off of a 2-game limit, meaning that each score streak can only be earned once in a game of TDM, and they will be earned in 2 games. So after setting my maximum, I calculated the amount of kills each score streak earned in the 2-game limit. After doing the math, I discovered that the Warden earned 8 kills in its first game and 2 in its second game. So if you do the math, 8 plus 2 equals 10, but that isn't our precise answer yet. We then have to average out the value by the number of values used to make it. Therefore, 10 divided by 2 equals 5 kills per game. We then do the same math, but with the Apex's values instead. So in the first game, the Apex earned 6 kills, and in the second game, it earned 7 kills. So 6 plus 7 equals 13, and 13 divided by 2 equals 6.5. But we're just going to round that up to 7 kills per game. So based off of the supported facts that I just gave you, I guess it sounds to me that the Apex averages more kills, therefore benefiting your KD and the XP earned in a game more. This is based off of a 1-game obtainable limit. But here's where you can be wrong. So if you base this off the idea that you can earn the score streak and call in more than once in a game, the Warden is surprisingly the winner. Because the Warden takes 1,100 score to earn, and the Apex takes 1,550 score to earn, to the average Call of Duty player, earning 2 Wardens is a lot more achievable than earning 2 Apexes. But since we're basing this off of a 2-game limit with a 1 availability scale, the Apex is the winner of benefiting your KD the most. Another thing you should keep in mind is that the Apex can navigate through buildings, meanwhile the Warden can't, giving the Apex a solid advantage. Next up on the list is the XP test. So after discovering that each score streak earns you plus 25 XP per kill, I decided to do the math. So if a Warden averages 5 kills per game, multiply that by 25 and you will have your answer, which is 125 XP per game. If you then substitute the factors with the Apex's values, you will get plus 25 times 7, which is 175 XP per game. So to announce the winner of the XP gaining test, it will have to go to the Apex, because with an equal amount of XP between the score streaks in the same game mode, The score streak averaging the most kills directly correlates with which one earned the most XP. One thing that I would like you guys to keep in mind though before we move on to the next test is that based off of a 1 use per game, the Apex is the winner. But if you base it off of more than 1, the Warden is by far the winner. I'm not biased towards the Warden, I'm just trying to state that this is just based off the average Call of Duty player on a 1 earn rate scale. And lastly, our final test, the win-loss ratio test. This is showing us that one of these score streaks will most likely benefit your chance of winning a game more than the other. Now you obviously can't put full proof behind this because there are so many dependent variables that can go into it. For example, the skill of your teammates in the opposing force and the rate at which people are dying in game, those kinds of things. So now let's begin. This one is pretty easy to discern the winner, and it is going to be once again the Apex, and that is because in a Slayer based game mode, the more kills averaged also directly correlates with the winning possibilities. But if you have to take this into an objective based game mode, the results could be a lot more different. So after statistically breaking down each score streak's averages and balancing them out, I think that it is safe to announce that the Apex has the overall advantage on the Warden statistically. So that's all I have for you guys today. I would like to make a massive shout out to Jeff Tutorials. He's a GTA 5 YouTuber with over 70k subs. He makes awesome content. His link will be in the description below, and I think you guys should really check him out. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Like, subscribe, comment your thoughts. Constructive criticism is always appreciated, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.